Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. And for this week's weekly joke, hashtag sell the Snyderverse to Netflix.
Hilarious.
That's a good one. My name's Darien.
My name's Landon.
And today, we got a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got games, you name it, we got it. Let's talk. We actually don't have too much news this week. It's kind of a light news, so we'll be doing some talking.
Yeah.
Decent. I mean, we always do talking, but more than normal on topics that are pointless. How are you, Landon? How's the week been?
It's been okay, but I mean, not too good the past 3 years. I've been sick as a dog. If y'all can't hear it, but I mean, it's been good. I finally finished my my MCU game collection for my PS3. Pretty happy about that. Just got
Nice.
Thor. Just ordered it.
Captain America's a good game.
I've never played it. I've only played Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk game. That's the only 2 I played. So apparently the worst one is Iron Man 2. And I have that, but I have not played it yet. So I'm excited though.
Yeah.
Really.
And
how's your weekend been?
my week, it's been good.
That's good.
I've done too much. I finished just actually before we were recording this. I finished Batman Arkham Asylum streams. Happy about that.
Yeah.
Another game down the hatch. I can't think of anything. I've really done anything else too big. I've watched Black Panther: Wakanda Forever many times.
Yeah.
In this past week.
You said it's still good or better.
It's still good. Yeah. It still is. It's still and the emotions don't hit as hard. I mean, it's still a sad movie, but like it doesn't hit as hard, obviously, after like the however many times you watch it. But like second time it hits, third time is like a little bit, and after the maybe like fourth or something, it's just like
yeah.
So I've seen it.
How did you watch it four times? Like, was it like the first 2?
I watched it once with my grandma. I watched it twice actually by myself.
Okay.
Because I was bored at one point and I decided to watch it. And I'm in the middle actually of watching it for the 4th time with my sister. I watched half of it. I'll watch the next half tomorrow. But I mean, they still hit the emotional parts in it. It doesn't hit as hard, but it's still like sad. Like there's that moment when Shuri's crying and the credit and the Marvel intro fades in, and it's kind of just like somber, and like the whole time it was just complete silence in my house. It was just like, like I didn't want to like talk or make any noise. It just felt like
yeah. I mean, I have not done my rewatch yet. I've been wanting to really bad. Just haven't had the time yet. I've been watching Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
And catch up on like games and all that I've been trying to do, because now I'm streaming 2 games at once, which is something I really wanted to do. It kind of helps me keep track better of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know you were nervous, like maybe you should just do one, but I was like, no, I don't know, it would help me focus better. But I got those going. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe hopefully soon I can rewatch it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the rewatch. I recommend that. Still, the after credit scene is still as heartwarming as ever. It's such a good scene. But speaking of after credit scenes, and this first piece of news here, you ready to go ahead and get into that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Dr. Doom is rumored to appear in the Fantastic Four film, but only for a post-credit scene.
I'm cool with that.
I think it's a good idea. I mean, you could introduce Victor Von Doom if they wanted to, or mention him, but introduce Doctor Doom himself and the whole like outfit and everything later. Like introduce him post-credit scene as like a quick appearance, and then he'll be in the next movie or Secret Wars. I mean, he could be in Secret Wars or King Dynasty.
Yeah. I mean, Doctor Doom's a big character, but I wonder who's gonna be the villain of the first one. I know I heard some people say Galactus, and I'm like,
yeah. Galactus is be like he'll be there. He won't be like he'll be the villain, and they'll probably find a way to send him away from Earth, but then he'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who else. I think Galactus is probably it, because they talked about how it's going to be the movie is very centered around space exploration. So they're going that route with the Fantastic Four, the space round.
Yeah. It wasn't recently that said something about like the 60s.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, in RPK.
Okay.
I didn't have that on here actually. I should have kind of forgot about it. It will take place in the 60s.
I think we talked about it.
We may have. Yeah, I think we did actually. But yeah, Doctor Doom. Still don't know anything about casting. The director did say that all these casting rumors that have been going around are exactly what they are, which is rumors. He said they're still very early on in that casting process. So they're taking their time to find who they wanted to play them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a good reason to.
I did see that they're looking for a person of color to play Reed Richards. I did see that.
Ugly.
Which I think what's his name? Dev Patel, I think his name was. I think you talked about it last week. He is an actor who I would really like to see play. Especially, I saw some art someone made of him as Mr. Fantastic. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I'd like that.
I mean, all for is like if just whoever they get just plays the character well, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of hate because I was trying Glenn Howard to do Reed, but I mean that one guy you showed me. I can't remember his name, but you might be talking about who I'm thinking of.
Dev Patel is the I don't know, maybe he's Indian. I think he's Indian.
That was
yeah. He had the black hair, cool. Facial hair. So
cool. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Kind of see. Yeah, I mean, Doctor Doom coming up in the post-credit scene is fine with me. Other than that, we know Fantastic Four is not going to be an origin story, which we'll also talk more about Fantastic Four here in a little bit. But, yeah, that's that. All right, what's up next here? All right, according to producer Nate Moore, Marvel Studios have no plans to make direct-to-streaming movies. He said that they want to preserve the theater-going experience because that's such a big part of their franchise.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It definitely is.
And so he said putting direct-to-stream movies would just kind of take away from that.
It should. And it's weird because I feel like Disney in some way needs a partnership with movie theaters in a way, because I mean, I don't know if I can't imagine you do because that has nothing to do with what we talked about on the show, but with AMC just recently upping the price on their seats depending on which location you're at.
Yeah.
Like kind of, people be like, whoa. Because I mean, people already, I mean, literally, anyone can get a fire stick and hack that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same.
I mean, your boy here has, nothing. I say anything. Anyway.
It's like, why not? I literally saved. I mean, literally, you could spend exactly movie theater tickets on like 3 people, and you can literally go stream a movie and go buy yourself a lobster.
And you also have, I wrote a paper about this for college too. So I'm kind of well knowledgeable on this. I mean, you also have the fact that these movies are going to streaming services 40 something days or 70 something, sometimes 70 something, which is a lot. This is going back over to streaming quickly. Than normal than it used to. And that's also something, if these ticket prices are going up like this, people are like, I'll just wait. It's not too important. I'll wait. Especially with the quality of some of the past Marvel stuff. If Thor Love and if they did the ticketing price increase when Thor Love and Thunder was out, I would have just been like, I can wait.
Dude, oh golly. I mean, I'm telling you how much I spent. Because I bought 2 tickets. So I don't know. Yeah, I would have been furious. So,
but I do think AMC is going to stop this because a lot of people don't like it, and actors are even saying bad stuff about it.
Yeah, like Elijah Wood say so.
Yeah, freaking Frodo.
Frodo said so. I know.
I saw somebody tweet. I thought it was kind of funny. I don't know why they were so angry. They were taking AMC's side, but I think the tweet was funny. They were retweeted the Elijah Wood thing, and they said, "Know your role, Frodo." I was like, well, that's messed up. That's kind of funny.
I mean, apparently, I've heard that they've done this in the UK a lot. I mean, having a ticket, having a price increase on where you sit is nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, but also it's like Why should it matter?
Like with and all that, because you pay if you want to be up there in the court and all that.
Yeah. I don't know. The direct to streaming movies and stuff. I've been on record saying on the show that if they ever made, this kind of ties into a piece of news we have later on, but if they ever make a Young Avengers movie, I don't think they should release it in theaters. I always said I think they should do it straight to Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. But if they, I mean, that was just me thinking because I don't think that's going to make a lot of money if it came in theaters. Yeah. But I mean, there's an audience for it. I mean, people will still watch it, but I think it would have been good as a direct streaming. Now they could make a Young Avengers show that would work. Because most of the characters have been introduced in the show. I mean, we're getting a new Young Avenger next week with Quantumania and Cassie.
Yeah.
Now she's fully become her superhero self, even though I don't know if she's going by her superhero name or not.
Yeah, what is her
Stature?
Stature. Okay.
Yeah, Stature. Stature. I don't know if she's going by that or not. I haven't seen anything about that. But I do think this is a good thing that you said. Say the theaters, especially after COVID and stuff, we had that whole year without Marvel, and I think it's safe to say Marvel is their main money making.
Oh yeah,
that's their cash. Marvel is their cash cow.
Yeah.
And so I think if they can keep Marvel movies coming, and the theaters will be better off for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yes. We have a plot synopsis, a new one for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Awesome. Is this an official, or is this like...
It's an official.
Okay, cool.
In Marvel Studios, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, our beloved band of misfits are settling into life on Nowhere. But it isn't long before their lives are upended by the echoes of Rocket's turbulent past. Peter Quill, still reeling from the loss of Gamora, must rally his team around him on a dangerous mission to save Rocket's life. A mission that, if not completed successfully, could quite possibly lead to the end of the Guardians as we know them. That movie's gonna make me cry. I already know.
I love the Guardians, man.
I know. I don't want to see him go. I know Rockets and Drax are definitely dying. 100%. We've talked about this so many times, though, so we have to get back into it. But, yeah, I'm excited to see the villain of that movie. It seems like Marvel's put out great villains recently. I mean, you got friggin' Namor. I mean, you have Gore. Thor. I mean, he was good.
Yeah, Gore. I really liked the movie. Gore was the best part of that movie.
Yeah, and what was the movie before that? Doctor Strange. Oh, wait, hold on. Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange. Yeah. Thor, Gore, Black Panther, Namor, Ant-Man, Kang. Now Guardians, the High Evolutionary. Yeah. He looks like he's going to be a powerful one. And then what's the Marvels? I don't know about the Marvels. But.
I mean, it looks like Marvel did fix the problem with the villains of him not being that good.
Yeah, so. I mean, these villains. I mean, Kang's going to trump them all.
Oh yeah, Kang's gonna be. I mean,
I'm more excited for Kang than I ever was for Thanos. I'm gonna be honest.
And it's funny because I never thought nothing's beating Thanos. Who the heck is this Kang guy? Oh, yeah. Time. Yeah, but ain't no Thanos. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just. Did
you see the clip they put out? This is the last thing I'd watched. I'd vowed to stop looking at all the little spots and clips and stuff. I haven't seen anything other than like a picture or two online. But I watched the last clip I watched. Was the whole thing where Kang walks up to Ant-Man and he goes like, "You're an interesting man, Scott Lang." And they put out that little clip. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Okay, I'm going to tell you one line from it because it was.
Sure, I did see that.
Okay, so they had this line where he goes, "You're an Avenger. Have I killed you before?" And then he goes, "What?" He said, "They all kind of blur together after a while." He sits there and he looks at him. He goes, "Are you the one with the hammer?" And he goes, "That's Thor." We get confused a lot. Similar body types. I like it.
The best clip I've seen of the movie, because I'm doing the same as you. I'm trying to like stay away from stuff. Is the freaking him, Cassie, and God, what's her name? Hope in the car, and they're talking about,
"Am I the Hulk's baby?"
Am I the Hulk's baby?
I saw a picture, and then you talk about it. This quantum realm civilian who looks like a broccoli man.
Oh god!
And it's
I like look. I'll be honest.
It's funny. I look at it, it makes me laugh. What is this? Oh, this is great. It's going to be like Star Wars level of like, what the heck is that? kind of thing. Oh man, I'm excited. We'll get into our predictions and stuff in a little bit because I'll be seeing it a week from yesterday. Now we're recording this, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll give our review right there. I mean, I don't know. I think that's what we should do. Just pop it off.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for that movie.
I am too. I love the first Ant-Man movie. I hate the second one, so I'm still a bit lost in how I'm gonna feel about this. But I think, as far as I'm concerned, it will be better than 2 because I think Kang alone is already better than the first 2 villains. So
yeah. Even in Yellow Jacket, or Aaron Cross is going to be in this movie too. So I mean he's going to be MODOK.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm cool. I hear MODOK's pretty good. So
MODOK's supposedly a psychopath.
Yeah, as he should.
I can't wait.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Here's this. I thought about throwing this in here. Evangeline Lilly has expressed interest in wanting to do a Wasp solo film. And now I've had time to contemplate this idea. I was rubbing my chin like I had a beard. I've had time to contemplate this. I feel indifferent towards this idea. At first I was like, I don't know if she could hold up a solo film. And I was like, a Wasp is a cool character. I mean, the comics at least. But like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it could go well if it's good, but I think the whole interesting thing is seeing Ant-Man and Wasp team up. And Kevin Feige came out talking about this, and he said that, I mean, anything's possible. He said anything's possible in the future of Marvel Studios. He said, especially in the multiverse. And I'm like, he basically was like, no. That was his way of saying no. Anything's possible. No.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I don't mind there being a Wasp movie, but just my issue is if we did get one, I mean, don't expect it anytime soon. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, a Wasp show. I mean, maybe.
I mean, look how long it took us to get a War Machine movie.
That's true.
You know, I mean, it's still not even out yet.
But so. I mean, War Machine didn't really have his name in a title of a movie either.
Yeah, but Wasp has only had it once so far.
Oh, now 2.
Well, yeah, now 2, I guess. Yeah, now 2. But
yeah, so I thought I'd throw that in there. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of indifferent to it, but I just don't see them doing that. Not no time soon.
I got you.
Yeah. Speaking of Ant-Man stuff, we're gonna read some reviews on Quantumania right now. See what the critics' first reactions are, because they got to see it during the premiere of the movie. I watched half of the live stream they did of the premiere. So some Jonathan Majors talking, and that guy seems like a really nice dude. I want to meet Jonathan Majors.
This kid just was Kang, and he thought,
he like walked past, and he stopped, turned around, and had to go sign it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, dude, he's like so cool.
Yeah. Let me read some reviews here. Eric Davis from Fandango has said this. He said, Phase 5 has begun. The new Ant-Man movie is like a psychedelic roller coaster full of frightening and hilarious oddities, plus one very menacing Kang. Big Star Wars vibes meets the MCU at its freakiest and most inventive. MODOK is a riot, but Jonathan Majors conquers. Love the ride.
That's good to hear.
He continued and said, definitely make sure you stay for the credits because there are significant things too. There are 2 post-credit scenes. He said, I really dug how Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania is both a part 1 of Phase 5, but also a self-contained Ant-Man story that's funny and sweet and features an amazing Michelle Pfeiffer. Good stuff.
Ooh.
Let's see. Daniel Baptista from the Movie Podcast said, Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania is a solid yet overly ambitious start to the next phase of the MCU. Jonathan Majors is an absolute force as Kang and the new king of the multiverse. The final battle is astonishing, in all caps, but I really miss the comedic charm throughout. That's true. I did hear there are jokes sprinkled throughout it, but I mean, it's not too like jokey like the other ones are. It's more serious.
Hey, dude, I'd kind of.
I want it to be a little serious, yeah. I've heard a lot about the final battle and how it's like amazing, so I'm really excited for that.
Oh yeah.
He says overly ambitious. take that as a bad thing. They're meaning like I guess he's meaning like it's starting out really strong, but like it's a little too ambitious. But I don't think it is. I think they've been saying this is where it starts. This is where it picks up all the action and stuff, the rest of the saga. And so, I mean, I guess you can call it ambitious, but I mean, and maybe in a good way.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. That's what I think.
In every way. But, I mean, it's crazy. I mean,
I think it was an interesting idea to have the main villain of an Ant-Man movie be the next big bad, like Ant-Man going up against this guy. I think that's a good idea. It's unexpected, and they said that's what they wanted to do was something unexpected, and so they threw in Kang as the villain. I remember when they announced that, and I was like, "What?"
I mean, it very much is. It's like having Iron Man 3's villain is Thanos or something.
Yeah,
it's like, whoa, okay. How are you going to? I'm excited though.
Yeah, I am too. Dempsey Pilot from the Dis Insider said, "I had a blast with Ant-Man The Wasp: Quantumania. Paul Rudd has never been better, and Jonathan Majors effortlessly conquers every second of screen time he gets. But the real star of the film is Jeff Loveness's script, a reminder of how beautifully strange and mysterious the MCU still is."
Now, has this wrote an MCU thing?
No, Jeff Loveness has not. Jeff Loveness is the guy who did those Rick and Morty episodes I read to you, and I think he's done a lot of Rick and Morty, but he's also writing the Kang Dynasty.
Oh yeah, he did those. Yeah, he did like my favorite Rick and Morty episodes. Okay,
yeah, and he's writing Kang Dynasty.
I'm excited.
So I mean, I can already tell he did good at writing Kang. I mean, the lines for Kang are great. So I mean, if Kang's that good, I can't imagine how good Kang Dynasty is going to be. Kang was.
It'll give us kind of a taste of what to expect, more of feel.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
So I'm excited.
Courtney Howard from LA Film Critics said, after a frustratingly... Okay, this is where some of the kind of bad ones come out. Some of the bad ones. From LA Film Critics said, after a frustratingly rough Act 1, Ant-Man The Wasp: Quantumania finally gets going, only to end where this story should have began. While the external stakes are clear and weighty, emotional drive felt slight, and levity even lighter. That said, Jonathan Majors rules.
So... Thank God. So it seems like Jonathan Majors is the best thing about this movie, which I expected.
Yeah. He thinks the first act, I think, is before they get to the quantum realm, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
The first act must end when they get to the quantum realm. So, I mean, I guess they don't like the family stuff.
Yeah. Screw it. Yeah. I hate the family stuff. Just give me the action. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to the part before they go to the quantum realm.
So the stakes are clear and weighty, which means there's big stakes. The emotional drive felt slight. So there's slight emotional drive. I mean, I think that's emotional drive just like thinking about it. I mean, he wants to get that time back with his daughter.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's something I'm sure a lot of parents can relate to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is CNET or CNET. I don't know. Senior writer Sean Keane said, Ant-Man The Wasp: Quantumania has way too much going on. It's tough to connect emotionally to any of it. Here we go again. Jonathan Majors Kang is a charismatic, intense baddie and visually awesome, but the threat he represents is too abstract.
Ooh.
I don't agree with that last part. I mean, abstract, I mean, you just didn't understand it. I get it. Kang is an infinite bad. You can't stop this guy. But he wants to take over all of reality. There's nothing abstract about that.
Oh, I understand.
I mean, I get it's complicated that there's like an infinite amount of them, but like...
Yeah, no, I get it. You know, yeah, I heard the reviews for it were kind of mixed.
Yeah, some people don't aren't taking to the movies. A lot of people are, but I've also heard a lot of good things about it, so I don't know. It's one of those movies where like you definitely go in and form your own opinion. There's like there's so much mixed up.
Is it for every kind of person thing? Like, let's say I got my trying to give an example here. Like, I mean, how well does your grandmother know about like the DCU and all that, or not MCU?
I mean, decently enough.
Really? Okay. Have you explained to her anything about Kang or anything like that, Quantum Realm?
Yeah, I've explained to her about Kang and stuff. She first met him at Loki, and I kind of explained it after that who Kang was.
Okay. Let's say you did it, and like you go see this movie with her. Will she? I mean, I guess we haven't seen it yet, so we don't know. But I guess it's for like an everyday person ain't going to fully understand.
Yeah, probably not.
But I mean, I don't want to, I don't know what the word is, but I mean, I'm sure people are capable of understanding, but who knows?
Yeah. Let me see something real quick. All right, next review here from Jana Seitzer from Geek Girls Universe said, Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania is a splendid visual feast. The best of the Ant-Man movies, complete with humor, heart, and the tie-in to the Kang Dynasty we've been waiting for. Jonathan Majors is on fire, and Catherine Newton is baller in her Marvel debut. February 17th can't come soon enough. Catherine Newton is the girl who plays Cassie.
Yeah.
For anyone who didn't know.
Is that her first ever movie?
No, it's not her first ever movie.
It's first ever MCU. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. She was in Supernatural before anything. What? That's where I know her from.
How do you? Oh, yeah. You've seen Supernatural, right?
Yeah. And she's also in a movie called Freaky. With another actor. Can't remember his name.
What's his name?
About 2020.
Was that
Vince Vaughn? Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. Yeah, that's where there's like
she was the blonde girl.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, I never saw that movie, but I heard it was okay.
I saw the trailers, but that was it. Illuminati's Joseph Deckelmeyer said, Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania is such a fun way to kick off Phase 5. Each Ant-Man film has been better than the last. Red flag.
Yeah. That's all right.
I think it goes, to me, at the moment, it goes Ant-Man, Quantumania, and then Ant-Man The Wasp.
Yeah. We haven't seen Quantumania. I know it's better than Ant-Man.
It could be, but it could be, yeah. He says, this is no exception. Can't wait to see more Kang and the ramifications of this film in the MCU.
Yeah.
Andy Ortiz said, from The Wrap, said, I think my favorite part of Ant-Man The Wasp was the dynamic between Scott and Cassie. Every time he calls her Peanut, I just kind of want to cry. Please make 10 more one-shots of just him catching up on her birthdays. Okay.
That would be...
Didn't really give me much there. They continued, saying, in other Ant-Man and the Wasp feelings, which won't come as a surprise, Jonathan Majors as Kang really is a force, and he honestly seems to be having the best time with it. I'm really excited to see him square up with more Avengers. Big Screen Leaks says Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania kicks off Phase 5 with one of the MCU's most fascinating entries. The movie Star Wars meets Ant-Man, and I dug it for the most part. Jonathan Majors demands your attention as Kang, and he absolutely shines. Big implications for the future, too.
Okay.
And I got 2 more I'll read. Actually 3 more, because it's that'll be all of them. Marvel's Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania is a strong start to Phase 5. I now understand why it's called Quantumania. Jonathan Majors is excellent as Kang. Cannot wait to see where this all goes. 2 after-credit scenes, and both are very good. That was by Stephen Weintraub. Who said that one? Comicbook.com's Brandon Davis said, Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania is by far Marvel's weirdest, zaniest movie to date. Jonathan Majors stands out strongly. Kang elevates the whole film. Majors and Paul Rudd are intense together. Loads of CGI, crazy new characters, and an exciting trajectory for the MCU saga.
Huh.
And then all right, do it.
That's pretty good there. Okay.
Yeah. And the directs is final. Directs own Richard Nebbins. Press praised the project, said Ant-Man The Wasp Quantumania takes big swings, hits on most but not all, which I have heard. I mean, some people said some things were a little but I don't know what they'll be referring to. But we'll see. Captivating visuals, which elevate a fun story, but some stakes were lacking. Kang is here. What an incredible performance for Jonathan Majors. Overall, a solid start to Phase 5.
Okay.
I'm ready for Kang.
I'm ready to be gone for Phase 4. That's what I'm ready for.
At this point. I mean, at least like the last few projects we got in Phase 4 weren't bad. Werewolf by Night, Black Panther 2, Guardians Holiday Special.
Like the stuff that was mediocre was like really bad. The stuff that was good was like really good. So I don't know how.
Experimental. Kevin Feige did say that it was very much an experimental. They're trying stuff, wanting to see like there's testing different genres out, different things. And he said, but now they're really going to get back into the groove. They're kicking back into it. They said that was more of a transitioning experimental period. They just wanted to try different stuff. I mean, they did, and I respect that. Yeah, like I mean, you don't want it to have that same generic MCU formula. And I guess what they're going to do is they're going to take what they know worked well and continue on with that.
Yeah,
which I assume at least like the specials. Everyone loves the specials.
Yeah. There hasn't been a special that sucks yet, so
No.
keep those coming.
Yeah. Yes, those were the Quantumania reviews. We'll get into our predictions later on towards the end of this. But let's move on to some Fantastic Four stuff, which could or could not be connected to Quantumania based off what we had talked about last week. But I still want Reed to show up.
Yeah, same here.
Anyway, Fantastic Four is set to begin filming in early 2024, confirms director Matt Shakman. That is true. I did kind of forget about this. The director of Fantastic Four is the guy who did WandaVision.
Ooh, so it's gonna be really good.
Matt Shakman.
Okay.
The film will be about family, optimism, and looking to the stars. So actually, what this movie is the Fantastic Fast and the Furious.
The Fantastic
for the Fantastic Fast and the Furious. That's what it's called.
Oh, shut up.
About family and optimism and looking to the stars. Yeah. And I'd already mentioned the thing about the casting. So early 2024. That means the casting will be done some point this year. I assume an announcement will happen at Comic-Con.
Yeah, okay. Was there a thing of someone saying like it's supposed to happen before?
Yeah, but I don't before D23, which could be Comic-Con.
Okay.
D23 is in September, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. There's not much else to touch on there, but it's something that I'm talking about. Sebastian Stan is now reportedly expected to make a brief appearance as Bucky in a couple scenes in Captain America: New World Order.
Okay.
We debated this maybe a couple weeks ago about whether what kind of role Bucky would have in the movie.
Yeah.
You said that he would be mentioned.
Yeah. Mentioned, maybe show up, but it won't be long.
Yeah, he'll be apparently in a minimum of 2 scenes. We don't know the exact amount. So there must be different versions of the script that have him in different amounts in the movie.
Yeah.
But I knew it's a Captain America movie. I mean, you can't have a Captain America movie without bringing in Bucky at least once.
Yeah.
And then Sebastian Stan's come out talking about his role in the Thunderbolts, saying that there's a lot of directions this character can go, and it's really exciting what they're going to be doing with this character. So we're going to see what he's doing now that he's kind of free of his brainwashed stuff, and he's kind of come to terms with Cap's death. How is he going to... Because he's really always kind of put himself in the shadow of Captain America. He's not really been his own person.
He's kind of...
Yeah. And now he's really starting to form himself now. So we're going to see what the Winter Soldier will turn to be. If he still remains to be called the Winter Soldier, and maybe he might change his name. Because I mean, that does hold a big weight to it. And that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be just called the White Wolf.
White Wolf. Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with whatever. I think just simple just Bucky Barnes.
Yeah. That would work. Yeah, I'm excited for that. That was Thunderbolts 2. We're getting John Walker back. Getting some more Julie Louis-Dreyfus. I just watched some episodes of Seinfeld, and I was watching it, and I was like, man, she's young in this.
Oh, yeah, dude. I tell you what, man. I love Seinfeld. Abby.
I watched the episode called The Contest.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is that
the one where they can't go into details, otherwise it's family friendly, but they were each having a contest to see who could last longer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was like, what episode?
John F. Kennedy Jr.
I know. Okay. Yeah, I like the. You see the restaurant episode?
Which one?
The Chinese restaurant episode.
No.
They try to go to a movie, but they have time to kill, so they go to a Chinese restaurant and they kill time. But they keep waiting the whole time.
I have not seen that one.
Watch that episode, dude. It's so good.
It's funny. I enjoyed it. Elaine is who she played in the show. I was trying to remember that.
Yeah, she plays Elaine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. George Costanza is he's like my number one TV character. I love him.
Let me see here. I'll look up something real quick. Okay. Yeah, I mean, George Costanza. I've always liked Kramer.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, I love Kramer too. Yeah, so back to Thunderbolt.
Yeah, well, it's kind of connects Julie Dreyfus. But I mean, yeah, you got your John Walker, Val's going to be there, Julie Dreyfus' character, Bucky, Yelena, Red Guardian, Taskmaster.
People, yeah, it was that rumored to be like they're back and forth on.
Well, no, they're not back and forth on Taskmaster. They're back and forth on Ghost. I don't think Ghost will be in it. It's Sentry. Sentry's also going to be on the team, but he'll turn out to be the villain.
Okay.
Which they've cast Sentry apparently, but we don't know who it is. I think it's Ryan. I feel like it's Ryan Gosling.
I keep hearing Ryan Gosling is supposed to be
Silver Surfer.
Yeah. So which one is it?
I don't know. Yeah. I'm ready for Thunderbolts. I like all the team members, but I mean Taskmaster. They might be able to make me like her.
That's. I don't know about that one. Lord, I don't know.
We'll see. But Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, I'm freaking high.
I want Red Guardian and John Walker, and Bucky's going to be Red Guardian. He's going to be like, I can't wait for that.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be cool.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's see here. The original thing we were talking about was that Bucky was going to appear in Captain America: New World Order. So yes, that's happening.
Cool.
Marvel Studios has already started discussing a potential Ant-Man 4, confirms producer Steven Broussard. This makes me think that Ant-Man is not going to die. Granted, what some people think. I haven't heard about any sad stuff in the movie, so I don't know if anyone dies besides Kang, maybe.
I had that theory of Kang dies, but we're going to see like the real Kang. Like Kang kills Kang.
But is there really a real Kang?
Well, I mean, like it's like the one we're going to fight in Secret Wars, or or like Kang Dynasty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, so I don't know. Ant-Man 4 though. What was his name? Michael Douglas came out and said that he would love to do Ant-Man 4 if they kill off his character in that movie.
He's like, I'm done with it.
He's pulling Harrison Ford.
I love that. What's the joke with the where he doesn't want to be or that guy asks him a question and he's all like, I have no idea, or he says he doesn't care.
The Force Ghost thing.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what a Force Ghost is.
Yeah, he says I don't know what that is. And he said he's joining the MCU because he said it just looks fun. He sees all these good actors in here having fun. He said he wants to do it too. I'm like, well, welcome. It's at some point every actor in Hollywood is going to have at least a role in the MCU.
I know. I'm waiting for Jack Black to kill.
Oh my gosh! Marvel Studios pick of destiny.
Hey, that'd be cool. Him and Kyle Gass come in. Oh, yeah. Dude, you know what they should do?
Have Mephisto be the main villain.
Jack Black's Mephisto, dude. That's
Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto. Which also, I watched an interview with him, and I think he's going to play really good Mephisto. He's an actor. He can be fun. He looks like he could play the part. He's got the facial.
Funny you say that because I literally picked up a movie today with him in it. Or I ever owned it. It's called Borat.
Borat, yeah. This is what he's most known for.
Oh, dude. So maybe I'll get a good look at Mephisto and Borat.
Sure. Yeah, MM4. Way off in the future. Obviously, it's not going to be happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
Speaking of a sequel to a movie that had released recently, I was trying to segue. Doctor Strange 3, we know is happening. It got fast tracked to happen before Secret Wars, so we are getting that before Secret Wars. Probably in between Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, I'm betting. But Dormammu
updated MCU phase timeline because I know a lot of stuff got changed.
Yeah, so I do have a little bit of stuff about a updated Marvel slate thing here in a minute. but we'll get into that in a second. Real quick, Dormammu is set to return in the MCU in Doctor Strange 3.
Okay.
We're getting Dormammu back. Now, we met Dormammu's daughter, niece. I don't know what Clea is. Is it Clea?
Yeah, it's Clea.
Clea? Is it? Wait, okay, yeah, it is.
Pretty sure.
I think it is, yeah. I don't know. I think she's the niece or daughter to Dormammu. I can't remember which one. It's in the comics, at least. And we know they're going to the Dark Dimension. We saw that in the portal she opened because Doctor Strange caused an incursion. But yeah, I'm excited to see Dormammu come back. Finally get a spotlight. Because I know a lot of people didn't really like how he was treated at the end of the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I didn't like it either because I was just like, I'm used to him having like that body with like the fire and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of hoping for that. I just thought, I don't know. That was a bit lame.
Yeah. But I thought I mentioned that. Not too much big stuff there, but yeah. This next one actually I'm happy about. There is an upcoming Wakanda-based Disney Plus series. There are actually a couple. One is, I don't know what one of them is. I don't think anyone does, but another one it's about Okoye. I guess this is going to be like about her because she's like the Midnight Angel now or whatever. She's got that new suit. Yeah. And so it'll be about her kind of trying to. We got information about that, I think, at some point, but I forgot. I don't think I talked about it, and I don't have it with me. But it's going to be about her kind of trying to stop the government from charging into Wakanda.
Yeah.
I guess it'll be about her and some of the Dora Milaje kind of taking it into her own hands to go and try to stop that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that seems to be a big thing. That's what happened. The big street level thing that's going to happen is this whole government invasion, you could say.
Yeah.
But speaking of, we don't know which series. It could be the Okoye one. It could be the other one. But T'Challa the Second is reportedly returning in one of the series.
That'd be cool. So
we're getting a little T'Challa in there. I like him. Like I said, that after credit scene, it warms my heart.
Yeah.
It's just like she says, "I'm Shuri." He says, and she says, "Oh, you have a beautiful name. It tells a lot of history." And he says, "Thanks. Yours is cool too, I guess." I'm like, just that line. I'm like, this kid's awesome.
It's funny. It's like a little kid would say. It's pretty good.
But yeah, he's going to be coming back in an upcoming series. All right, time for a screenshot for the updated something Marvel slate. Let me find it. All right, there's been a shift. We got information now. Grain of salt.
Grain of salt.
2025 will consist of Fantastic Four, Armor Wars, likely Spider-Man 4, and Shang-Chi 2.
Hey, 2025.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool with
that. Marvel has decided to fast track another Doctor Strange movie to come before Kang Dynasty, and they want Scott Derrickson to return to direct it.
Oh, not Sam?
No. Scott Derrickson. They want the first, because the Dark Dimension, all that, I guess they want the guy who did all that. I don't know. Armor Wars will be a quote unquote West Coast Avengers movie. In a way. Ultron will return. The movie is expected to include these members for the West Coast Avengers team. All right, so here we go. Rhodey, okay. White Vision, Ironheart, right? Wonder Man, Kate Bishop, and potentially Shang-Chi.
That would be a pretty decent lineup.
It is a decent lineup. I like that. The 2024 series, the shows will be Echo, Wonder Man, Agatha, and Daredevil. 2025 will be where they slow series down a bit, where it'll only be Vision Quest, Midnight Angels, there we go, and Moon Knight Season 2.
Okay.
That's what this process. They are looking into doing a Kamar-Taj set series to tie into Doctor Strange 3 as more magic users are popping up. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Let's see, do it. Am I missing a screenshot? No. No, okay. Midnight Angels will be the culmination of the world forces trying to invade Wakanda. It'll be a spy action political thriller focused on Okoye, Annika, and Io on a special task strike force to take out foreign military operations to delay war. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
2026 will be Doctor Strange 3, Kang Dynasty, and Eternals sequel. They're exploring moving Avatar 4 up to November or delay it back a year to give Secret Wars December instead of pushing Secret Wars to May and having a whole year in between.
Okay.
Armor Wars, I already read that. Yes, that's some of the information. Grain of salt, like we said, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
no information about Deadpool 3 there, which is what makes me kind of think it might not be true, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. This next one's exciting. A live-action Spider-Man Noir series is being developed by Amazon, for Amazon. Yeah. Sony.
Please. Please be true.
It is true. It's officially announced.
Please. Yeah, it's true. Please be good. That's what.
It's being okay. Let me look up the information of this because I don't want to get it wrong. Variety. Here we go. The Untitled series will follow an older, grizzled superhero in 1930s New York City. An individual with knowledge of the project says that the show will be set in its own universe and the main character will not be Peter Parker. This comes after it's previously announced that Amazon was going to be doing the Silk Spider Society show, which we do know about. Oren Uziel will serve as writer and executive producer on the show. Who is Oren Uziel? Film writer. What has he done? Movies. Let's see. He's done a lot of horror movies, looks like. He did 22 Jump Street.
Okay.
He did Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one.
Okay.
He did the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie.
Ooh.
He did Escape Room Tournament of Champions, and he did the Cloverfield Paradox.
Ooh.
And Freaks of Nature? I don't know what that is. He did Sonic the Hedgehog, though.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty decent. Oh, those other projects there got me a bit nervous because I hated the Mortal Kombat movie and Cloverfield Paradox. So
but
please
think about it as in a writing standpoint, not like just how good the project was, but the writing. Because I mean, the way how good it looked and how good it was is also the script, but also like the director too, and he's not director, so at least I don't think he. Well, he says it's scriptwriter and director, but it doesn't. IMDb, so savior right now. Let's see what he's wrote. That's what I want to know. He's a writer for 13 projects. Okay, yeah, he wrote the story for Mortal Kombat. He wrote the story for Cloverfield Paradox. He wrote the screenplay for 22 Jump Street. I don't know, and yeah, and the Sonic the Hedgehog. Did he direct Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, he produced Sonic? No, he didn't. What? Where's Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't know. Well, I don't know. He did something for Sonic the Hedgehog, but he'll be writer and executive producer. Producers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse are also executive producing.
Okay.
And Amy Pascal.
Oh, okay. Sorry, a bit nervous.
Oh, and Uziel also worked on John Wick 4 and the upcoming John Wick 4 and Borderlands movie that's coming out.
Yeah, okay.
With Jack Black voicing Claptrap was his name, right?
Yeah, Claptrap, yeah. I always hear good things.
But yeah. That's happening. Well, Spider-Man No More.
Well,
I'm ready. It needs to be in black. It needs to be in black and white.
It needs to be black and white. So who is the main character? Is it gonna be Peter Parker?
I don't know.
I wonder if it's gonna be like the Spawn movie.
I think actually they should pull a book like The Marvels, not like the movie The Marvels. There's a book called The Marvels and it's or maybe it's just Marvel's. It's got Alex Ross doing art, and it's a really good book. It's a story of Marvel Universe told by the eyes of a reporter. And it's like this whole thing where he's like, the Namor shows up and the Human Torch. It's this huge thing, and the city's like, "Oh, these people are dangerous. What are we going to do? We got to stop them." And then they get introduced to superheroes, and by one, you meet Captain America. He shows up, and basically their whole world just starts revolving around superheroes, all this stuff going on, and it's told through the eyes of just a normal guy. And I think that's a really good book. It was really great. But I think they should do something like this in this show, where it's told by like maybe a reporter, a detective, maybe. And he's kind of like telling that story. Spider-Man's going to be there, a big part of it, but I think
that's pretty cool because I was that idea in my head has been there for a long time. Of like, I always had this idea of like, yeah, there's this movie of there's like this world where these people have like a Superman figure, right? So I always wondered about like the whole like secret identity thing of like would ever like be able to like really figure it out. I just had this idea of a movie in my head of like, okay, there's this world where the Superman character exists or whatever, right? And if a character is this reporter, or doing reports on this superhero,
and he comes to find out that Superman is
revealed at the end, and it's kind of like a mystery, and it's like, oh, you know who it was because we look back, there's all these hints about, Jim. He every time there's something wrong, you never see him in shot or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always liked that idea. I need to check that out. I did not know that existed.
Yeah, it's a good book. I have it.
I'll check it out.
I'll let you borrow it someday.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. But yeah. All right, let's give our final predictions for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which we'll be seeing in less than a week now that we're recording this and when this is out. Seeing on Saturday the 18th, 2:15.
I'm excited.
What do you think is going to go on? Like anything big, deaths maybe, MCU altering events?
Well, with them already talking about like an Ant-Man 4 happening, so there's going to be a death, but I don't know who.
Yeah.
Because it's not Hank. It's definitely not Hope, Cassie, or Scott.
Mm-hmm.
I still think my prediction with Kane dying could happen. What about
Janet?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just got her back though.
So that's what's making me not think it's even her being even a thing.
Yeah.
What about Bill Murray?
Bill Murray. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. MODOK.
I think MODOK is gonna not make it out.
It's gonna suck, but
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sorry, I just saw a behind the scenes photo from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and it got me hyped. Anyway,
I'll have to look into that here soon.
Oh, here. We're not going to report on it, but I'll just send it to you. You'll see.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I do think MODOK's going to die. I don't think he'll make it out. At least he'll still be stuck in the quantum realm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. And yeah, I expect to enjoy this movie. I do. I think this is my second Ant-Man movie in theaters. I don't know if you saw the first one in theaters or not. Did you?
I did see the first one in theaters. Yes.
Yeah, I did not. I only saw Ant-Man The Wasp in theaters. I saw it 3D.
Well, what a bad start! Holy crap!
I mean, I liked it when I watched it. I thought it was good.
Oh, I hate that movie.
I mean, I don't hate it. I think it's a decent movie. It's funny. It's a funny movie.
Well, we can't be friends because that movie is god awful.
It's a funny movie. How are you gonna not like the movie where Scott Lang's suit shrinking stuff messes up, and so he's like a little short midget guy, and he goes down the stairs and gets in the van, and then Hank goes, "You have a good day at school, champ?" He said, "Here, you want a juice box and some string cheese?"
Hey,
That's
That was it though. Like nothing else was good. Ghost wasn't really that good as a villain.
Ghost was a unique villain though. It wasn't that good, but it was unique.
Still, I mean, it's good. It's still bad. Just saying.
The scenes were cool when they like the shrinking stuff and like the giant as.
Yeah, but they Scott like an idiot. Man.
When they had Luis driving a little car. Was it Luis driving? I think a little car, and they're shrunk, trying to like drive down that little like windy road or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it made Scott like really dumb. I didn't like that either.
I mean,
I don't need to argue with me saying, "Well, Scott is an idiot." I'm like, no, he's not. In the first, like, literally the first movie, he's like intelligent. He's like so smart. Like, I mean, he literally robs Hank Pym's house.
Yeah.
So,
he's a thief.
Yeah, he's good. Like I get if he was like a bit goofy. I'm cool with that, but like
I'm gonna cheer in the theater when Luis shows up. I'm just gonna tell you that now. I'm so ready to see him. I'm ready to see him come up.
I forgot he's supposed to show.
Yeah, he is supposed to be. Yeah, probably at the beginning, Act 1.
Yeah,
or at the end. I don't know. Maybe they took him out of the trailers. He's actually going to be there in the quantum realm the whole time.
He's there. He's actually
he's MODOK.
He's
no. But yeah, final predictions for Ant-Man. Maybe MODOK dying is my big prediction.
Yeah. Okay. I also want to play a game with. I also want to make a bet with you.
Not make another bet with you.
I don't know, because I win every time. I can't believe I won that. That's a fantastic thing. I swear, who won?
You only won it because I was in denial.
Yeah, you were in denial. I was okay. Let's just make a personal bet. No money, no nothing. I'm willing to bet Kane dies by Kane. Like
I don't think Kang's gonna die. I think he's gonna just stay stuck in the quantum realm.
Well, okay.
I mean, he could die, but I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he's gonna get killed by the Kang that we are going to end up fighting in Secret Wars.
I think he's going to stay stuck, and then you're going to have that whole thing in Kang Dynasty where he shows back up and he's like you to like Ant-Man or something like that. And you get that little rematch, and that's when he kills Ant-Man.
Shut up. Please don't be true.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, final predictions. That was that. And that be the end of the Marvel news.
Yeah.
DC doesn't have much at all. Real quick, small little DC thing. The Flash movie's next trailer will be released at 6 p.m. Eastern time during the Super Bowl. That is today as we're recording this, and this will be released tomorrow on Super Bowl day. Night. Yeah, words. Anyway, I actually am contemplating doing a reaction video to this trailer. Because why not?
Yeah, why not?
I've never done one. Thought about it. It depends. It could be a short. I could do it as a short.
I don't want to die knowing our first reaction video on this channel was. Well, I guess technically our first was Game Awards, so
yeah,
I might be able to live okay. But our first trailer,
Flash, yeah. I just thought it'd be something, but yeah, this trailer's coming tomorrow. Anyway, we'll talk more about the Flash right here. The Flash movie has reportedly stripped out Michael Keaton's Batman and Sasha Calle's Supergirl from the end of the movie.
I heard they did. I heard a rumor that they stripped out Supergirl entirely.
No, so they're still in the movie. They're just not at the ending, because at the ending that would mean they were setting up future stories with those characters. They are not doing that.
Oh, you think they redid the whole ending?
Apparently they did.
Ooh.
James Gunn and Peter Safran were the ones that oversaw that to get it to more transition into what it's supposed to be now.
They're like, hell no. We ain't doing it.
Because James Gunn said, he was like, "Oh, The Flash is like amazing movie. I love it." He says, "Such a great movie," but he's only saying that because it's the way he made it. Now, originally, now it's a great movie. but it was not a good.
It's great. Nothing else is happening to that.
Exactly.
Because make sure they won't happen again.
Yeah. And a big rumor, and this kind of all ties in together. Big rumor going around was that one of the past Batmen were going to show up at the end of the Flash movie, and that would be the Batman of the DCU. Now, the three names going around: Val Kilmer, which, I mean, come on.
For I don't. I mean, it's something to really laugh about, but like, it's pretty honest. Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Not Michael Keaton. George Clooney was the other one, and Christian Bale was the third one.
Yeah.
And this has since come out to not be true. This is what James Gunn said. Hope screenshot here. Gotta find it. Here it is. Someone said, "Is it true that you're casting George Clooney as the new main DCU Batman?" And he said, "Absolutely not." This person said, "Does this mean we're still getting an actor who was already Batman, or are we getting a new actor altogether?" And James Gunn said, "New actor."
I can't imagine me and James Gunn like waking up and like getting asked
George Clooney. Now, I would like to see one day like a type of No Way Home situation where we get some old Batman back and kind of redeem George Clooney, because George Clooney, for all intents and purposes, is the Andrew Garfield of Batman.
Well, here, I'll be honest, dude. I don't think George Clooney. You better hear a hot take. I don't think George Clooney's that bad as Batman. I just think they stuck that game.
That credit card.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. That's not his fault. That's freaking Joel Schumacher.
He said the line. Joel Schumacher made Batman Forever, and I love that movie.
Yeah. Well,
campy as all get out, and I love it.
Well, see, that's the problem. you gave him credit for Batman Forever, a movie that's not even that good.
That movie is rewatch Batman Forever.
You just I did rewatch it while we were with Six Flags.
That's true. They're playing music for Batman Forever over the speakers.
They did. That was
hyping me up. I was hyped. I was getting hyped. I was on the little. What was it called?
I'm watching it tonight. I was like, that was a terrible night. I got like sunburnt, and I went over to watch Batman Forever. I was tired. I guess I deserved it. I ate all your chips.
Yeah, that's what you get. I like Batman Forever, but I like Val Kilmer's Batman. He's my third one. Now he's my third favorite Batman, but no fourth.
I like Val Kilmer too. I like there's not a Batman I really hate. I don't think we've ever gotten a bad Batman.
No,
like Clooney, but I mean, I don't think he's.
I gotta be honest. Adam West is not my favorite Batman by a long shot. I think he's one of my least favorites, but he's still like a decent Batman. It's just like I'm so used to seeing Batman a certain way, and just like my grandma, she thinks Adam West Batman is what Batman's supposed to be like. She didn't know that Batman's supposed to be dark and broody and it's supposed to be evil, not evil, but like scaring people, like criminals and all that stuff. She's like, no, he's supposed to be. Batman's not scary. He's not supposed. I'm like, but he is.
Supposed to dance, you idiot.
Yeah, he's supposed to pace around the room and solve stupid riddles.
Yeah.
C for Catwoman.
That shark pulling my leg. That Joker.
Hold my leg. Hold my leg. The Joker.
I love it.
This is all turning out to be one sinister riddle. Riddler.
It's what's that extra beef going, man?
It's on the list. But yeah, James Gunn did come out and say that was fake. So rest assured, we're getting a new actor. Yeah.
Now, who do you want it to be? I can't remember.
Jensen Ackles. He's the right age, and he's a father in real life, and he's already voiced Batman.
Yeah.
And I mean, you want Bruce Wayne to look good, right? Jensen Ackles is a good-looking dude.
Oh yeah. So, yeah. I guess he is a good looking.
It's not weird. I can say Ryan Reynolds is a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Hey, you're right about that. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Me and Abby were talking about that the other night. And she's like, what's an actor you think is handsome? I was all like, okay. Who did I say? I didn't say Ryan. It was someone you don't really expect it to be.
How about you said like Adam Driver?
Who was? It wasn't Adam Driver. Was it
Tobey Maguire?
I almost said Josh Whedon. I'm like, that's not right. Who was it? It was
J.K. Simmons.
it was Paul Rudd. That's who it was.
Paul Rudd. Oh,
Yeah.
Sexiest Man Alive. Paul Rudd.
It was like, really? Like Paul Rudd? I'm like, yeah.
He won Sexiest Man Alive last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. So my opinion's valid.
You're justified.
I say MCU entirely. Paul Rudd's the most handsome.
Chris Evans.
No, dude, Chris. How is Tangent?
What's this conversation? We're talking about DC, Batman.
Chris Evans is a good-looking guy. Don't get me wrong, but dude, Paul Rudd. Here's the thing. There's a thing of too much muscle, and like Paul Rudd has the good physique. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can technically say Andrew Garfield.
Do you want to get back to talking about Batman?
Well, you mentioned Jensen Ackles. I'm all like, yeah, I guess he's a.
Yeah. Batman. Yes, Jensen Ackles needs to play Batman. Everyone wants it. I've seen tons of people talking about it.
Yeah. I saw it. I saw a fan cast of it the other day. I was like, oh, you'll be happy to see this. So you ain't going. I mean, I'm for it. I don't really know who to pick, so I'll just go with what you're saying. Just for Ackles.
But yeah, what's the next piece of news here? All right. Final thing, James Gunn has teased 2 new DC Studios projects that have yet to be officially announced. He said, one of my favorite projects of all of this is just so totally unique that the idea itself would be giving away too much.
What do you think that is?
Me and Spillman have talked about this, and I think we both agree that it's Animal Man. It seems like if they're starting off with Swamp Thing so early, they're going to be setting up the Rot World story, which is a really good crossover book.
Yeah.
And Animal Man is integral to that story. His story and Swamp Things both kind of weave together and both set up that crossover. And Animal Man is something James Gunn would definitely do. He can morph into animals, but he still looks like a human.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so.
And it's pretty grotesque.
What's that book? What's those books called? Where it had like, because I used to see it all the time in our library, where it had a picture of like the kid, and then it shows them like morphing into like an animal or whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about though, but I don't remember.
You don't remember the name of those books?
I don't remember the name though, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that sounds kind of
Animal Man here. Have you seen? I have some Animal Man books. I have volumes.
Picture Animal Man real quick, because I've never heard of this guy. I saw y'all mention it in the chat, and I did not like go into it because I was busy.
I have a few of his books. Spillman let me read most of them. One of them is actually pretty valuable. So I thought it's a little print. Let me hear. I'm gonna share my screen.
Yeah.
And I'll look up Animal Man for you. Animal Man.
I mean, this guy sounds pretty interesting.
There's Animal Man. He has the powers of animals, and so some of his earlier appearances, he didn't really like morph too much into animals like that. He kind of just had animal powers. In earlier appearances, but like right here's a new 52 book. This is when Rot World happened.
Okay.
That's Animal Man, and he has his daughter, and who's also got powers, and his son and wife. Let's see. There's a shot of him flying with some flamingos, I guess. Here's his arm turning into a. I'm trying to see find a transformation page here. Wait, here's this is the cover of one of them.
Okay.
Let me look up.
What does James Gunn think that will give away too much? Like what's
because I mean, if he said that he's doing Animal Man, he also already announced he's doing Swamp Thing. Everyone should automatically know if they're a comic reader that they're doing Rot World.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's so important about Rot World?
Rot World is insane. I'll get to that. Ew. Sorry. Okay. Let me go find. I read about Rot World.
Oh, dude, that's gross.
Yeah. Rot World DC. It's something James Gunn could do really well, I think. Okay, I don't want to look at images of Rot World. I want to read about it. For example, right here, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Rot World it's a crossover between Swamp Thing and Animal Man, telling the story of the struggle for dominion between the three elemental forces of the earth: the red, the green, and the rot. So Poison Ivy can control the green, just like Swamp Thing can. The green is like plants and that kind of stuff, fauna. The red is meat and like fungus, I think. Maybe not fungus. Yeah. The red is not the green. It's whatever other stuff is. I can't exactly describe it. And the rot is the stuff that like takes over, and it's crazy. And you can bring in. They can bring in Frankenstein in this, and because Frankenstein's like and Dead Man and John Constantine, they're all in this. Justice League Dark.
They've already been introduced to Frankenstein in Creature Commandos.
Yep.
Good one.
And it says the story begins as Swamp Thing and Animal Man emerge from the rot 1 year into the future to find that the rot has overrun the planet and overtaken any and everyone save those who have a connection, if tenuous, to the red or the green. The story unfolds as two separate arcs, the Red Kingdom and the Green Kingdom, in which each hero tries to make his way to face Anton Arcane and reverse the rot's effects. The two arcs converge at the climax as Arcane is defeated and the two heroes are returned to the present day. And you have like evil versions of like your heroes. So like there was versions like Hawkman, Harley Quinn, and all this stuff, and they were like taken over by the rot. And so they were like falling, kind of like zombies.
Okay.
It's essentially kind of like Blackest Night, but a lot more supernaturally kind of like.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's a really good book. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. Okay.
Written by Jeff Lemire too, which is really good writer. And I don't know what the other project is, but I hope it's Green Arrow. I know he's doing something with Green Arrow.
Yeah, I'd like him to do a what do you call it? Plastic Man or I like a cool Teen Titans movie. I'd be out for that.
That'd be cool. I would enjoy that. Oh, I was actually thinking about this. You know how Blue Beetle is supposed to be connecting into the new DCU, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they finished film. Well, they have finished filming Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
But I guarantee they're going to fix something with it, or like change an after credit scene, because now they're doing a Booster Gold show. What better way to introduce Booster Gold, and then introduce him in the post credit scene of his best friend's movie.
Yeah.
Because Blue Beetle and Booster Gold are best friends. It's called, their nickname is the Blue and the Gold.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good idea. He shows up in the after credit scene. And because the whole movie is like Ted Kord's gone missing. The original Blue Beetle's missing.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be a good way for him to show up and be like, hey, something, I don't know. I'm here to help you find Ed or something. I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, let the original Booster Gold be Miles Teller, man. Get Glenn Powell in there. I love that fan.
Glenn Powell as Booster Gold and Miles Teller as Ted Kord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
That would be great. That would be really awesome. But yeah, that's the DC news.
So yeah, not much. No, but no. I mean, to be expected. I mean, last week was huge.
It was, yes, very. Gaming?
Nothing. As far as I know.
Bad week.
Do you have something? Because I mean,
I do. I have a couple. This is, we don't know what it is. I thought the game put out a video of it. Apparently, it's been going around. WB Games Montreal should send shivers. It should shiver the timbers of every DC gamer because of Gotham Knights. They are working on another DC game.
I'm gonna give them a chance. I may have really hated Gotham Knights, but I really love Arkham Origins. So I don't know where to. You know what I'm saying? I'm on. You know, is it rumored of what they're working on, or
No, everyone hopes it's a Superman game, but I doubt it.
I doubt it too. Because I mean, hey, this game right here, is this going to be part of thing?
I don't know. I know, but apparently they had a deal for 2 games, and one of them was Gotham Knights. Trying to think anything else. Avengers stuff. There's nothing really too important. We did learn from Miller that they had recorded lines for Ultron.
Ugh. Dude, oh god, I literally.
And that it was already there, but they had not recorded lines for Captain Marvel, but they had for Ultron and She-Hulk, and I think that was it.
That really sucks. I'm surprised they didn't have much work done for Captain Marvel, considering like they planned to do her from like the beginning.
And Miller thinks that roadmap leak was real.
Yeah, I know, unfortunately.
And that and he described it. You sent me the video.
Yeah.
And he described it as what the things meant at the bottom. It had like the DS30 or whatever it was, and
yeah,
each one, and that meant like one character was being made every 4 months by an outside company that was like that were clone characters, and then one character was being made every 4 months that were, or released every 4 months that were original characters.
Yeah, that were in house.
Yeah, and they said that was able. He said they would have been able to do that.
Yeah,
but I guess that was before Embracer said nope.
I wish Embracer. I'm a little mad at Embracer because I get they had a pretty big project to deal with.
I also don't like how they took Tomb Raider and immediately turned around and sold it for half of what they got it for.
Yeah,
or like not for half, for double what they got it for.
Oh, what they got. I mean, I guess smart on them, I guess, but like I wish hey, like I get Marvel's Avengers was a big project full of issues on their plate on their other way, but I wish they gave it a year to hey, maybe try that roadmap, see where that goes. Maybe we could get this thing turned around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Doctor Strange turned the game around fantastically.
Ways, then what's the point?
Yeah, and he talked about also Vision would have been a clone character, but he would have been a clone of an Adaptoid,
which is basically Boo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it's one of
an never played as an Adaptoid. Yeah, we've seen the moves.
Pretty much a new character.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's so many L's, man. I can't stand it no more.
And say I did see that Iron Man VR is coming to PC.
Yeah, it's coming to MetaQuest 2.
Yeah, cool. And
no PSVR 2 announcement so far. I did reply to their post saying, "Hey, port it." So
yeah, I'm ready for PSVR 2.
I am too. I want to get it.
It's a hefty sum of money.
It's $600.
It's a whole PS5 plus 50, and plus if you want a game, you're going to spend another 50.
I mean, it's pretty much a PS5
and a new game.
Yeah, and $100. $550 on its own, and $600 for a bundle.
Yeah.
And it's all
and you want the bundle because you have no game. If you have older PSVR games, you can't play them.
Yeah, you can play maybe Gran
which I am still a little sour about.
If you already have Gran Turismo, that's it.
Yeah,
and I don't have Gran Turismo. I really want to get it for Gran Turismo.
Well, Resident Evil 8 too. I have that, and I think they're doing that as a free update in March. Or not March, in February. Yeah, cool. Resident Evil 8 is a free update. Yeah, but that leads me on what I was going to say. The PlayStation rumor showcase.
Yeah, I thought about. I was thinking about that while you were talking. I was just like, do I want to mention that? There's a rumor that's supposed to be a showcase in March now, but it feels like every month beforehand. Like it feels like in December, it's rumored to have one in January.
Well, this says going to be State of Play in March, and then they're saving other big stuff for a show right before E3, which should be in May.
Yeah, so
which means we will be able to stream it because I'll be out of school by then.
Yeah, and hopefully it's during They usually do that stuff later. Maybe they can lie, take off work that day, think sick. I don't know.
I'm sick.
I'm sick. Hopefully I'll find out what today is. It's a PlayStation Showcase today. God dang it! Because
Landon's excused.
Landon's excused.
I'm off work. Yeah. That's all I can think of for gaming.
Yep. Same here.
Well,
no Marvel Spider-Man 2 news today.
No. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get right into this off.
Yep.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us for this week's episode. With a decent amount of news, it was not too much, but we spent a lot of time talking anyway.
Yep.
Go check out the Arkham Files. New episode coming out on Wednesday. Valentine's episode about Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Doing streams. I just finished Batman Arkham Asylum. Like I mentioned, I'm starting Arkham City next week. Landon's doing Dead Space and Hogwarts Legacy. Can't think of anything else. No. Guess that being said, if you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404. Or on Instagram, also at the Burrito _official. Or at on Facebook at the Burrito _official page. Or on Twitter at the CB Burrito, capital C, capital B and Burrito.
You contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Always interactive over there. Interacted with a Snyder fan the other day. That was fantastic.
Oh boy.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, these outros are just a mouthful. It's hard to say sometimes.
They definitely are. Especially when you're sick. Oh yeah.
Yeah, at least you're not watching Green Lantern. Just kidding. Surprise, we're watching. No, I was kidding. You'd be like, surprise.
Surprise, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Be the best.
Birds of Prey.
I'd actually probably rather watch that than Green Lantern.
Birds of Prey or X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Ooh. I'd rather watch X-Men Origins Wolverine than Prey.
Birds of Prey.
I never walked out of a theater in my life. Birds of Prey.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!